I think the largest carnivore in the UK is probably a fox or a badger. We don't have these things that you have.
All right.
It's difficult for you to understand. There's nothing that views me as a food source.
California killed all the bears, all the grizzlies. They
Did it?
used to have, the California state flag is a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
And their bears were similar, I believe, in size to coastal brown bears. The grizzlies, the brown bears that used to live there. And there's a place in California called Levesque, is a town called Levesque that was named after, I believe his name was Stephen Levesque. And he was the last man to get killed by a brown bear in California before they eradicated them. So this is in the 1800s, I guess. So they just started killing them all. They're killing everybody.
Yeah.
Let's just kill them.
You can sort of see why.
Oh, yeah.
But a polar bear is even more madness again, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen that BBC show where they put the guy in the glass cube?
Oh, my God. I mean, what was going on there?
That is so terrifying. The thing is just smelling meat inside that cube and trying to get through it to get to him. It's biting it, and you see its massive jaws, and they don't eat anything but meat.
Yeah.
So they're the most dangerous of all polar bears, and ironically, they're the ones that we make seem to be the cutest. Fuck that thing. How do you know that's going to work? By the way, did you try that out on a bear?
It looks like a shit X-wing fighter, doesn't it, from the inside?
Yeah. And this bear just gets to it. It's like, oh, there's meat in there. How do I get to that meat? And we make those things out to be our friends. You know, that's the, you know, what would you do for a Klondike bar? You know, they sell Coca-Cola, they sell Klondike bars, and this bear is just a fucking super predator.
Baloo was a bear.
It's systematic.
What's Baloo?
Baloo, Jungle Book.
Oh, yeah,
The friendliest. It's amazing, isn't it, that we anthropomorphize bears.
Yeah.
More than just about any other creature.
Yogi.
Paddington bear.
Sure. Yeah.
Friendly, cuddly. I think because they do look quite appealing. Mm-hmm. And they are dog-like, aren't they? They're slightly dog-like. Snout.
Sure.
Shape of head.
Well, we put hats on them and shit. Only you could prevent forest fires.
And they want to eat you.
Yeah, they want to eat you. They want to eat anything that's slow. I mean, that's what they're there for. They're nature's cleanup crew.
A friend of mine walked to the North Pole for some reason. I don't know why. And he had a lot of training beforehand. This is a long time ago, but the polar bear training that he talked about was quite difficult to absorb. Really, effectively, it was that there was no gun that you could carry on an expedition like that if you're just on your own or with three other people with sleds.
Right.
There's nothing you could carry that you could immediately produce that would stop a polar bear, an adult polar bear. So the best thing they had was a short shotgun that had a solid bolt in it. And if you could get that one thing off, you could stop it. But there's no gauge of shotgun that was going to stop one of these things. It was coming at you. So they carried this thing. They carried this thing that had a solid bolt in it. That's all he had. I don't know much about guns, but that's what they said they were given.
Ugh. There's some pistols that you can effectively unload into a bear and stop them.
A 50 cal would stop it, would it?
Yeah, well, sure. A 50 cal. I don't have a 50 cal pistol, but they have 40 magnums, 44 magnums.
That would stop a bear.
You have to shoot it multiple times. Yeah, not one. And like if you have a 38 or a 9mm, good luck. Good luck.
Is that just
It'll bounce right off its head? Their heads are so thick. You could literally shoot it in the forehead and it'd probably bounce off its forehead. I mean, they bite each other. You've seen them go to war with each other. When they bite each other,
oh, God.
They have insane amounts of power and bite force. And they're just clamping down on each other's face. And they'll do it for half an hour and walk away like it was nothing.
Okay.